Hi Pete, how you doing, mate?
Hi Sean, yeah, not too bad, mate. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Right, so I want to say a big thanks again for just giving up a little bit of your very valuable time to just answer a few questions about your online training. So we'll get straight into it. Right, the first question is usually sort of the biggest one. What do you like particularly about training online? What have you enjoyed?
The thing I've enjoyed is especially since lockdown. For me personally, I find it very hard to motivate myself to get out and exercise.
Yeah,
Especially sort of in these months now where the weather's very sort of cold and getting dark. And I mean, in the summer it was a little bit easier, but it's good now because I can come home. I can have a dinner, I can sort of relax for a little while, and then I think, right, great, I can just log on, do a session for an hour with you,
yeah.
and then I feel like I've done something useful.
No, absolutely. You did right,
Right.
and like you said, with the weather turning as well, it's not even if it's still feasible. It's not probably as sort of safe even to go out for a jog. When it's pitch black at night and stuff like that, is it? So
No,
yeah,
definitely not. But no,
brilliant.
I'm certainly a fan of the online, especially at this time of year.
Cool, brilliant. So I mean, over the last month and throughout the summer and like all the times that you've done the online sessions, have you been pleased with like your results in terms of like your fitness, your strength? You've noticed a positive difference there?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when we first started, I can't remember when it was, sort of back towards the start of the year when the lockdown first came.
Yeah,
Um, Sort of having that time with you was good, and then getting back in the gym, I actually did feel a lot stronger going back in the gym,
good.
and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
sort of
absolutely.
that was all off the back of what we had done and that work we had done every week. So I was sort of feeling much better, feeling stronger, feeling a
Good.
bit fitter, and then I was obviously training a lot rugby wise.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was starting to feel a lot better. So it was a real shame when we sort of, hit this lockdown again. But
Yeah.
you know,
Well, at
we
least
decided to keep it going.
you've used your time in a positive way, and when the rugby season especially gets back in the full swing, who knows when that will be. You'll definitely be again back where you were, if not fitter than before. So you've used your time positively. So yeah, well done to you, mate, for that. I mean,
Absolutely.
on the actual technology side of it, how easy is it to get to grips with Zoom? I guess you use it quite a lot of work as well. You found it quite simple to use.
Yeah, easy enough for me. I mean, I think Zoom's sort of they've suddenly become one of the sort of most well-known companies around the world now,
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
they?
yeah, absolutely.
I think
Super
I
tough
think
for
like,
anyone out of this the pandemic, haven't they?
but no, definitely nice and easy. Just you send me a login code, you plug it straight in, and that's it. We're on. It's all
Cool.
very very straightforward.
Decent. Cool. So back to the training. I mean, how have you found obviously training at home without equipment? So you've obviously done lots of sessions in the gym with weightlifting and things. I've done that with you.
Yeah, yeah.
You said there
It's
you
all
found it
right.
quite effective.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. I mean, if I was on my own without yourself, I think I'd struggle. I'd sort of be like, well, what do I do?
Yeah.
Walking around the
Agree.
house. But like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
quite funny because you sort of just find everything you can use, like anything,
yeah.
like at the end of a sofa or a cabinet or something. You could,
You
it's
have to be
quite
great.
good though because yeah, creative, but it proves that it can be done. I mean, you can
100%.
train
Yeah,
well
absolutely.
enough without needing the sort of generic gym equipment. I mean, it helps, of course, but
Yeah,
in times like this, like I sort of keep reiterating, it's you
yeah,
know, I don't mind it at all. I think you can do more than enough at home to kind of maintain strength and fitness and
definitely.
and and sort of just sort of go along with that really.
Yeah, definitely. No, it was good, mate. Yeah, I'm pleased to hear you say that. Um, so going forward, looking ahead to the new year, what would you say your goals are? Is it just a case of keep getting fitter, leaner, all of those sort of things?
It's just to keep doing that really. Yeah, it's to sort of keep my diet sensible. Um, keep training, keep consistent.
Yeah, yeah,
It's sort
key
of I
word.
think consistency is the key for sure. I mean, you sort of your training's great and once or twice a week, whatever. But the diet, I mean, it's so hard. I mean, for me personally, especially, I find it so hard to stick to my
Yeah.
diet. And
Well, that's the sort of thing that yeah, unfortunately, you can't switch it off. That's got to be there all
no,
the time.
because
So
then you sort of slack off for a week and suddenly you're almost back at square one again. You're like, oh, I wish I hadn't have
well,
done
I
that,
think
but
in terms of what you're saying there with consistency, if you're exercising regularly, generally you'll find that your nutrition will also be on point because you know if you've been exercising, you want to eat well because you want to obviously give your body the right fuel before and after, after training, and then also
yeah,
there's that sort of guilt conscience as well because if you've had a really good workout or you've had a really good training session or you played a match or whatever, you kind of almost feel a bit guilty about going home and, eating badly, because you think, I don't want to undo the good work that I've just done exercising and training, so I
Yeah.
think, the consistency on the training will definitely help you in regards to your consistency of your nutrition. So if you can get both obviously to sync up, then yeah, world's your oyster, mate.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
The last one, and you've said it pretty much already, but would you recommend online training to others?
Definitely. Especially, I'd highly recommend it, especially if sort of, like we said, people sort of don't want to go out towards the, this time of year, especially. It's a perfect way of, because also you can fit your sort of lifestyle around it a little bit easier, because it's great going to the gym and doing that face-to-face stuff, but you kind of have to go, right, I've got to go out about half an hour to an hour before, then I've got to sort of get back about half an hour after. Whereas this is just right, I can sort of plan it up to when, right, I've now got a session for an hour, and then I can go off and straight away do something else.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, it's convenience, isn't it? So
yeah.
Brilliant. Well, Pete, you couldn't have answered any of those questions any better. So perfect on that front. I appreciate your time, mate. I'll sign off there, and we'll actually crack on with doing some training.
All right. Cheers, Sean.
Good times.